And so as we were doing this, there's one thing that is very special about education. So education is extremely human. You cannot fully automate education or even really come all that close. And so there are some things that you can automate. For example, whole group instruction. The experience of being a student and sitting and watching a whole group lesson with the teacher and being asked certain questions, you can automate that pretty well on a computer. Homework grading, independent problem solving, or being asked closed-ended questions, like being asked 2 + 2, and then responding, and then the computer can actually make sense of that. But then there are things that you cannot automate. So for example, how do you automate the human bond between teacher and student? How do you automate encouragement? Or, and this is a particularly important one, authentic discussion and questioning. You can't automate a teacher asking a child to explain their reasoning, and then based on what the student says, listening to them, giving them feedback, engaging in that conversation. And that's essential for really excellent math education. Without that, you can't have great math education, and you can't automate it. Peer interactions, and many other things. So the idea was, okay, what we need to do is we need to say there's this host of things that you can automate and a host of things that are essentially human, that are not sufficiently routine to be automated. So let's automate the things you can automate. Let's build computer programs that can do the things that are routine enough to be automated, but then let's train and support teachers in classrooms so that for the essentially human aspects of education, that's still there, that's not being neglected, and it's being done at a high level. So why even automate in the first place? There are two huge benefits of automating those things that you can automate. So one benefit is that actually frees teachers to focus on the essentially human things. It's very rare as a teacher to have the opportunity to sit down with a child and actually have that authentic discussion because you just don't have time. But if you automate the things that are more routine, then it becomes possible. And a second benefit of automation is that it gives you greater consistency of quality. So a good analogy here is sewing and a sewing machine. A sewing machine not only makes it faster, it also allows your stitching to be more consistent. So by automating the things that can be automated, you can take advantage of these two things. And so what's the ultimate goal? The goal is to give each child the same educational experiences they would have if we could take them and magically transplant them into a classroom of one of the world's best math teachers. And if you think about it right now, that exists, but very few students have access to that. And so using this method, by partially automating and then supporting teachers for the other stuff, it becomes possible to bring this to many more students. And so the concept is something that we've termed instruction modeling, and it consists of 2 steps. So first, you study the experiences of students in world-class math classrooms, and then you build a blended learning system. And blended means that it combines automated computer parts with a human part that replicates these experiences.